Okay, y'all, I'm back. So, Timothy Allen, I want to thank you so much for letting me know about cross contamination. And no jury at all, because you made a lot of sense to me, and I just want to thank you so much. Okay, y'all, today we're going to be fixing a sweet potato pecan pie. So, let me tell you something. First, we're going to start off with the crust. Alright? So, what I have here, graham crackers. Okay? And I have dark brown sugar. Right here, dark brown sugar. I have my go-to butter. Fleischmann sweet cream butter. And I have everything measured out here. Okay? Now, this is my graham crackers. You take it and you put it in a chopper. If you don't have a chopper, put it in a plastic bag and beat it with a rolling pin or a hammer or something where you can get your crust like this. Okay? And this is 1.5 cups of graham crackers. So we're going to put this in here first. And we're going to use the brown sugar. And we're going to use white sugar. Now you can use either or, but I chose to use brown sugar with mine because I want my crust to have a little bit more flavor, and brown sugar makes everything rich. Of white sugar, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. And if you don't want to use both, don't use them at all. Okay? Just use one or the other. I chose to use both of them because I want everything to turn out rich. Because the sugar makes it taste rich. Okay, and this is my butter. And I chose not to use a pie shell. And I chose to make my own because that means that it can be a little bit more richer. So I'm going to come back when I finish getting all this here, right here mixed up. So this is my graham crackers mixed up with everything and melted butter. It's 7 tablespoons of melted butter that you're going to put in here. And you're going to use a measuring cup to smooth this out. Okay? So it can form. So it can be evenly done. And if you're making a cheesecake or anything like that, you won't have to bake this pie crust. But since we're not doing that and we're doing it with a sweet potato and pecan filling on top, we have to bake this here for 7 to 10 minutes on 375. Don't forget, y'all. Bake it 7 to 10 minutes on 375. That's why you use this cup. So you can get it just right. Smash it up in there just right. Okay. And then you go back. And you're going to use your hands to do this here with. So you're going to smash it with your fingers up here to make sure it's good in here. So you're going to do it with your fingers just like this. So you know just about how consistent you want it to be. And don't everybody, my hands clean, okay? I'm in my kitchen. This is my kitchen. And when you in your kitchen, you don't criticize when you do anything because you in your kitchen. This is my kitchen. This is my pride and joy right here. Because I like to do what I do, and I like being in the kitchen. And this is me. My grandmother loved being in the kitchen. My grandmother was an awesome cook, and I'm not playing with you. My big mama could really, really cook. So we're going to do this here like this. Let me see here. Let me go in here and do this here up here. Then I'm going to come back. And so, I hope everybody had a beautiful holiday and everything went perfect for you. Let me tell you something. On the, what was it? Wednesday before Christmas, I thought I was having a heart attack. My husband had to call an ambulance for me to come get me, take me to the hospital. They thought I had a blood clot. They put the thing all in my arm and everything. I mean, I thought I was a goner and stuff. And then they was going to do electrical shocking to me because they had 2 IVs in my arm. It was terrible. I mean, just terrible. But thank God I made it out and I made it through it. And things, they didn't have to do the electrical shock because everything came back right. Every 4 hours they was coming to take my blood and everything. But I was fine. They let me out on Friday the 24th. Let me out. And I went head on, finished my Christmas shopping. And my daughter, my oldest daughter, drove me around. And my baby girl was with me too. They did all my packing and stuff. And my daughter cooked for me. She fixed my gumbo for me. My baby girl wrapped my presents and everything. And I just sit and I felt helpless. The 30th, I was back at work. Working. I'm serious. What they say, you can't keep an old dog down. Okay. I have everything smoothed. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it and put it in the oven on 375. And I'll be back. Okay. I have my graham cracker crust, pie crust in the oven for 10 minutes on 375. Don't forget, y'all, okay? Alright, here I have my sweet potatoes already. It's like a pound of sweet potatoes, it said. But I'm going to mix this up and see how much I'm going to use. But this right here, I did 4 small sweet potatoes, about that big. It's small ones, okay? So I use small ones. Okay, here we have cinnamon. Alright? And we're going to use 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. We have vanilla extract. We're going to use 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We have 1/4 of salt. Condensed milk. You're going to use the whole 14 ounces of condensed sweet milks. You're going to use nutmeg. You're going to use 1.5 tablespoons of nutmeg. 1.5 tablespoons. This is orange zest. Okay, so what I did, I grated the top part of it, of the orange. Make sure you don't get too much to the white. And this is about 1 tablespoon right here. So we're going to use that, but we're putting this to the side because that's not going in there. We have allspice. Alright? And we're going to use about 1/4 of a teaspoon of allspice. We're using 1 egg. Alright, so now we're going to mix this up. You're going to use your mixer. If you don't have a mixer, mix it up with your hands, okay? That's how you're going to do it. So I'm going to mix this in here. The sweet potatoes are already been smashed, but what we're going to do, we're going to make it a little bit more whipped. So when I get ready to put it into that pie pan, it's already going to be done. Okay, and this is 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. This is 1 teaspoon of vanilla. This is 1.5 teaspoon of nutmeg, a tablespoon of nutmeg, because I love nutmeg. whichever way how you mix everything up, do it the way you want to do it, okay, because that's you. Okay, this was salt, 1/4 of salt. This is allspice. I like allspice. You can't use too much of it. This is a 1/2 teaspoon of allspice. This right here is 1 egg. Put that in there. And this is the condensed milk. We're going to put this in there, and you're going to use the whole thing. The whole thing going in. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I just love how that look. I don't care. Look like vanilla pudding. It's rich too. I'll tell you that for sure enough. Now I'm mixing everything together. Okay, so this pie shell should be good and ready and things. And I'm going to take that out of there. Okay, this is the crust. Alright? So, what we're going to do, we're going to put this in here, just like this, right here. On 425 for about 20 minutes. On 425 for about 20 minutes, okay? So, let me see here. Put this on in there. Put a little more in there. Let's see here. Gotta make sure, because this is gonna rise some. And then I gotta make sure I have enough room for everything else. For my, let it finish rising. Okay, so it's some left in there. So now y'all see just about how much I put in there, because it's gonna rise a little bit. So I'm just gonna let it rise some, and then I'm gonna come and I'm going to let me change this to 425. 425. Oops, daisy. Okay. So now I'm going to put it in the oven for 425. And I'll be back with y'all, okay? Okay, so this is going to be the topping for the sweet potato pie. This is 1 cup of diced pecans. These are pecans that I peeled myself. I picked them, cracked them, and peeled them. This right here is 1 tablespoon of butter. 1 tablespoon of butter. This is 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Okay, this is light corn syrup. Alright, and you're going to use 2 tablespoons of corn syrup. You can use brown corn syrup, dark brown corn syrup, the dark corn syrup. You can use that one, but I decided I'm going to use the light one. It's a difference, okay? But you can use the dark one. This right here is a 1/2 teaspoon of maple extract. Okay, it's a natural flavor. So you're going to use that and put that in there. Okay, so we're going to mix all of this up together. Just like this. And this is going to go on top of the pecan. Okay, and we're going to need 1 egg in this. Alright, so we're going to stir this up just like this here with the egg in it. And that's how you're going to do it, just like this here. Stir it up. so it can get mixed up in there really, really good. Okay, so I'm back now with the topping, the pecan topping. We're going to put this on the top. Now, I should have covered this up on the edges because it was cooking on 425. Okay, and we're going to smooth this all the way around there, just like this. Just like this. Okay, smooth it all the way around. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get me some foil and put up around here so it don't brown anymore. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take this, put this up around here so it don't cook anymore, because around here is perfect. It's just like when you do a pie crust, around the top tends to cook faster than anything else. So I'm just going to put this here around there to protect it so it don't cook anymore while I'm cooking this on top, because I'm going to put it back in the oven on 350 for 25 minutes. And then I'm going to bring it out and it'll be ready. Now, this type of pie like this, it has to go in the refrigerator. You do not leave this out. Now, it's okay for it to be out while you have company or something like that. You know, while you're serving this to everyone, it's okay. But the remaining majority of the time, keep this in the refrigerator, okay? So it can do good. And what I'm going to do, I'm protect this here crust so it don't continue to cook. Alright? Alright, so I'll be back in 25 minutes and see what we have. Okay, we're back. Okay, now this is where the orange zest is coming in at. You're going to get your orange zest. You're going to sprinkle it on the top. Now, you can have this if you want to, and if you don't want to, you don't have to. Here. Because, you know, sweet potato pie all the time have to sit for a little while and form. It's cutting all the way down to the crust, too. Let's see what we got. I always have to taste things for my family. I gotta take my mother some of this, but it's so hot, but it's so good. I gotta take my mother some of this and let her taste it. And take some, my brother and his wife, and let them taste it. My husband gonna love this. Mmm. 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 That's why I'll never be able to lose weight. But I want to tell everyone, now, if you're going to do yours and you want your crust to be like this here, cover it up with some foil around here. But it's still good. I don't care what nobody says. It's good. And if you want a little bit more pecans on here, put you a little bit more pecans. And put you about a little bit. Sweet potatoes are fine, but it's good. I think next time if I fix them, fix my pecans a little bit more, so I can have a little bit more. But what I want you to do, let's start our new year off good, like always, and good health. Stay positive. Life is not so bad. Life is beautiful. And it's good when you make it through it and you see everything. And I want to tell everybody, Have a lovely, lovely year. And I'll see you with another sweet that I'm going to fix for you. And it's really good. It's really, really good. Old fashioned. Bye. Bon appetit.